The first thing is common sense is not so common. I shared with my community, or I did a short video today, and it's like common sense isn't common because common sense requires critical thinking skills as well as creative thinking skills. It requires one to be able to look at a scenario, look at an experience, assess and synthesize, and be able to say, okay, where are the opportunities here? What are the gaps? This is all a part of common sense, right? So someone would say, okay, well, fruit should go into the refrigerator at night. It's common sense, right? However, someone who has never been exposed to produce, refrigeration, does not have the information or knowledge to apply to apply this commonsensical information. There's no way that they can apply something that they don't understand, which leads me into majority of people today are functionally illiterate. People will say, oh, well, the reading grade level is like, I think 8th grade, like a lot of majority of adults can't read over 8th grade level. It's not that you can't pronounce a big word. It's not that your vocabulary isn't expansive. It's that you don't have the ability to comprehend what's being said or what's being articulated. You don't have the ability to convey and articulate effectively. You don't have the ability to synthesize information and then apply it into one's life. And so with that functional illiteracy, it's all about comprehension. You can read and you can write, but you're not comprehending what's going on around you. Comprehension doesn't mean aligning with the fear or with what someone is telling you. It's just about having an understanding objectively. And from your objectivity, you're able to take that and apply new knowledge, new understandings to your world and to your reality. Why is this important? This is important because as you're ascending, you are going to come across a lot of functionally illiterate people that do not understand nor can they comprehend how and why you're moving the way you are. So the same way there is functional illiteracy, there is also growth illiteracy. There is also mindset illiteracy. There is also financial illiteracy. There's also spiritual illiteracy. But people, everybody's on their own path, right? Everybody's on their own path. With their illiteracies, you have to understand that it is not your job or your responsibility to help people better understand you unless these are people that you have to work with, that you need as you're growing and becoming. You have to be able to articulate and convey what you understand about yourself so that you can have an objectively forward moving conversation. What does that look like? So me and being in Pilates and yoga teacher training, there are a lot of moves that anatomically are a challenge for me. One specific move is called the teaser. It's like when you come up and you lift your legs and you're reaching. Because I have a shorter torso and longer legs, my teaser may not look like this perfect V that's held. So I tell them, I say, I look like a Nike swoosh because my torso has to be down a little bit more and so that my legs can come up. But my legs won't come up so high because if my legs come up high, it's going to, because my torso is short, the higher my legs come up, the further I'm gonna go back. And so being able to advocate for myself, not because something is wrong, but letting people know, like, oh, when they say I'm doing a pose wrong or a movement wrong, no, anatomically, that's not how my body can move. When you look at people's hips, their spinifity, their specific anatomy is, well, that's why every move won't look the same or every flow won't look the same. Now, should your body be in the same movement? Yes. Will it have the same outcome necessarily? No. And this is just like anything else in life. What you've experienced in your life is going to yield a different outcome than what I've experienced in my life. But the problem is with our self-perception, within our self-perception, right? Self-perception should simply equal self-image. But what happens is we have our self-image, what actually is, deducted by the things we are comparing ourselves to. Now, there was a video that I came across with Shirley Ralph, and she was talking. It was a Time. She was like doing a panel. She was a speaker at a Time, like the Time magazine event. And she was like, to the great goddess, thank the great goddess. And after that, I was like, yes, like, absolutely, right? Spiritually illiterate. So if you were like, great goddess, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. But anyway, she was like, what did she say? She was saying through her career, there was a lot of people that she admired and was like, I wish I could be like them. Like, she's like, I wanted to be like them, something like that. But then she said, as time kept going and I would see how their life was unfolding and the things that were happening in their life, she was like, ooh, thank the great goddess in the sky that I am not that person and that I am me. And that's oftentimes, so when like people compliment me and they, you know, they do the friendly, oh, I want to be like you, or you're this or you're that. It's, for me, it's no, don't be like me. Be better than me. Be the best version of you. Be the best version of you, because my life, I know what I experienced in my life to be where I'm at, to even show up here on this video, you know, to want to record, to keep showing up, because this is the version of me that I get to enjoy this. And so when it comes to our identity with how we're showing up, if you are wishing for someone else's identity and you have your own, you're also saying, I want their problems, I want their challenges. Not only do you just want the beautiful things that they have, you want all of the other things that they have to go through. And my brother, my sister, my sibling, listen here. You weren't built for that. Because if you were built for that, that would be your life. And so you have a lot of people out here being influenced, right? And they're like, okay, I got to do the weave and I got to do that. And this is how I have to look. But maybe the people, look at me scrolling again, y'all. The people who are living how you want to live, they don't have the challenges that you have in life. They don't have the obstacles. They don't have the same obstacles. So they're able to do all the things that they're able to do. For me, in my case, it would be because I have 3 children at home. I have 3 minor children that I'm caring for. There's no way that I can be influenced by a woman who has 3 children but has a partner, but also works a specific job and has a certain understanding and there's no way. And so comparison is always going to be the thorn in people's side. You have to learn to you don't got to do shit, right? I would encourage people to learn their own personal pattern recognitions. So when you start comparing yourself, it's an opportunity for you to say, okay, I'm doing something. Okay. This is moving kind of crazy. Okay. That is how you need to start thinking about life. That's how you have to start thinking about life. Because the moment, when you feeling jealous of somebody, when that feelings of envy come up, they're human emotions. The goal is to not demonize yourself for it, but it's to be aware. And in your awareness, you're able to transmute that envy, that jealousy into empowerment, inspiration, and admiration. Like, this person is living their life. This is their path based on all the variables that are within them. Even siblings with the same mothers and same fathers, nobody is the same. We all have our own minds. And so comparing yourself is really like self-defeatist. It's like really self-defeatist and self-effacing. Like, it's pretty much a detriment. It's pretty much a detriment. And if you are being detrimental to yourself, How can you show up as your full authentic self? If you are being unkind to yourself, how can you expect beautiful things to unfold in your life? Like this morning, I was laughing because I had a comparative moment, and I have a video, I don't know where it is, but it's talked about comparative validation. How you want to see somebody who you think you're better than to validate who you are. But then you see somebody who is better than you and you're like, oh, now you feel lower. When you really should just look at them and the person that's lower or the person that's higher and say, wow, this person is just where they are in life. This person is just where they are in life. And I am just where I am in life. Good for them. Good for me. And J. Cole, I know y'all, I just love talking to y'all because this is like just my video journal. Like that's what living a rich life is. It is just you. So the freebie identity fracture finder. Go find out if you are a people pleaser. Go find out if you are performative. Go find out where you're lost and fractured and fragmented. It's not about anything being wrong with you. It's about you finding where are the gaps that I need to fill. What needs my attention in this now moment? So anyway, the J. Cole song was like, damn, what J. Cole say? J. Cole be saying some good stuff. His album, this last album, I loved it. I appreciated it. Damn, y'all. It's like we on the phone and I just scroll. Why y'all let me scroll like that? J. Cole, I'm sorry. I was going to drop one of your lyrics and I forgot that quick. I forgot. Okay, so fun fact. My short-term memory is literally like Dory sometimes. In 2013, I had a car accident where I lost my cognitive abilities and the contusion in my brain had impacted my short-term memory. So probably when this video is over, maybe 10 minutes from now, maybe an hour from now, I'm gonna be like, damn, that's what I wanted to say. But this is why I don't wish for what other people have in their lives, because the only way I got here is if I didn't have that accident, I wouldn't have this to talk about when I'm on this video with you. Like, be for real. Be for real. Okay. So the other thing that I was going to say with the comparative validation is when you look at somebody else's life, the judgment that we have, that is comparative validation. When you're saying, oh, this person should be like this or that person should be like that. No, that person is being exactly who they need to be in their lives for their life. That's their path. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing it back to my attention, my memory. When he talked about brother J. Cole, he said, you don't understand what they mean when they say it's lonely at the top. When you get to the top and you see the ones you admired and they at the drop. That shit was like, oh my gosh, which is why admire your mentors, admire people who are where you desire to be or where you're growing, the external destination. But understand when you get there, it's going to be quite lonely. Like, I really be kicking it by myself. And I realize it's not lonely at the top because there's nobody else at the top. It's lonely at the top because you realize the journey that you had to go on to get to the top is yours and yours alone. This life is an individualized journey. Just like I may be on your screen, you might be watching me on your phone, on your computer, wherever. Everybody has their own journey. My children have their own journey. I am just another character I'm just another character in their story and their characters in my story. But this is about me. And I was telling someone the other day, like, yo, you got to decide. You're looking at this situation from when it should be about you, you're making it about others. And when it's about others, you're making it about you. But the truth is, when you make it about you, when it should be about the other person, meaning giving them their shit back, you find yourself in a low place. When you make it about yourself, when it should be, when you make it about others, when you should be making it about yourself, that's where you're going to find yourself low. Because in each instance, you're evading accountability. Whether you're evading owning your own stuff or allowing people to own their stuff. Everybody's on the path. So, y'all, we're going to get this consistency going because the rich life, y'all, I'm posting every day. That's my goal. I'm going to just wake up. I'm going to get up. I'm going to gather myself. And I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to be posting. I'm just going to be talking to y'all because this is what I like. This is where I'm leading. This is where the meat that's in my door shit. And yo, somebody bought the identity toolkit yesterday too. At this time, it is $49.99 because once it's completed, the entire toolkit is going to go up. So the founding price is $49.99. Go ahead and I'll drop that link in the description box too. Get the identity fracture finder first. It is a freebie, $0. You don't have to get the toolkit, but the freebie is there so that you can start assessing, okay, where are these gaps at? Where are these gaps at? And then the toolkit is going to help you on your path to self-mastery because that's all we're here to do. And I thought about, right? And here's the other thing. Start your own channel. Talk about the shit you want to talk about. Write your ebook. Create your own freebies and toolkits because the people that need you, I still buy other people's stuff because what they have to offer, I need. Just like what you have to offer, people need. You can watch me and build your own shit. Remember, growth illiteracy. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and we'll be talking about growth illiteracy again. I don't know. But yeah, I love y'all.